there, and welcome to Tammy Talk TV, where we share ways to live a healthy, happy life. Today I wanted to sort of give you an overview of how to build a healthy, happy life, and then we'll get more down into the details as we go on. But let's just get a general overview. So I have a little graphic here, I'm not sure if you can see it, which is we have happy and healthy up here. And if you'll notice, our foundation is wellness. Exercise, rest, and nutrition. Wellness is the foundation of health and happiness. So it's not that you can't be happy if you're not healthy, but it is significantly more of a challenge. So the first thing we want to do when we're building this healthy, happy life is to lay that foundation of wellness. And again, it's composed of 3 elements: exercise, rest, and nutrition. You cannot sacrifice one for the others. You have to have that balance. Every day you need to get some movement. Every meal you need to be conscious of what you're eating. And every night you need to be sure and get at least an appropriate amount of rest. From there, we have 3 pillars of happiness. And the first one is inspiration. We have to get inspired because there's a problem in the world today that many of us run around all day with our tail on fire, trying to put out fires constantly, doing one thing after another, but not doing anything that inspires us. Not having goals, or if we have goals, not being able to get to the things that move us closer to those goals. So we have to find our inspiration and set some goals and make those goals a priority. And then the next element is communication. So we have to communicate the intention that we are going to move closer to our goals. And first we have to communicate that intention to ourselves. Because if we don't believe it, we're never going to convince everyone else. So we have to communicate to ourselves and then to others that we have goals and that they are a priority in our lives. And after that, we have to get organized, because organization is our final pillar. Because no matter how good your intentions, if you don't have some organizational structure to move you closer to your goals, then it just, again, it's not that you can't get there, but it is considerably harder. My computer's talking to me. So that's the recipe, or the building plans for health and happiness, is to lay that foundation of wellness and then to support that with pillars of inspiration, communication, and organization. And I'm here to help you do just that, because I taught life skills to college students for 11 years. And I have spent more than a decade putting together tips, tools, and techniques to build this healthy, happy life. And I want to share those with you. So if you didn't catch our earlier video, I have this actually compiled into a 9-lesson curriculum, and I had intended to launch it or open registration in late February, early March. And of course, that's when the pandemic really took hold. And it just doesn't seem like a good time for me to try and make a profit. You know, people are really struggling. So what I would like to do is just give it to you, especially if you are taking a larger role in your children's education, because this is stuff, when I was teaching, that was my students' #1 question, was why didn't they teach me this earlier? Why didn't I get this in grade school? I needed to know this as early as possible to apply it to my entire life. So that's what I say to you, is it doesn't matter if you're 3, 33, or 103. If you don't have these skills, you need them. And if they're not as sharp as they could be, there's no time like the present to sharpen them up. And I encourage you to teach this to your children and take it in yourself as well. Because if you've never learned anything in coordination with your child, you're missing a great bonding experience. There is something about learning something and then applying that in your life and then watching it bloom that is just incredible, especially when you can do it with your family. So that's what I propose, is I would like to just give it to you, and that way you can include that in your children's curriculum or simply study it yourself at your leisure. It's completely self-paced, so although we will be opening registration when it seems appropriate, there is no reason you can't start it and do it at your leisure anytime that you please. So if you're interested, just check the description box below for my email address, and you will subscribe to the channel, like the video, and then leave me a comment that says I sent you an email. And then, of course, send that email to it's tammytalk2020@gmail.com. Again, I'm going to link that down below. And if you'll just send me that email, I will send you a link where you can download the entire program. Okay, well, I will be back with more of, we'll probably start with wellness in the next video. So until then, here's wishing you health and happiness.